up, y'all? Welcome to Purse First, still the only podcast for the girls and gays who rap. I am Prince Pierre, and I'm giving B-Ball Daddy today with my Lakers jersey on.
I am Cecily, also known as Bad Fat Black Girl. Pierre feels like he has to be so creative every episode and come up with something different. I don't know who told him to do that. I've never done that. But here we are years later, and
I'm a Gemini every episode.
Here we are.
What's your favorite saying, Meg? I think she put on a different wig to make him feel like he cheated or some shit.
Speaking of Meg, you like my shirt?
You like my friend Dumb got me this Nicki Minaj, what is it called? Record player thing? Vinyl.
A Nicki Minaj vinyl?
Yes.
Justin, my bad. I had muted you. Y'all, we got a friend here today. But we're going to get into that in a second. Before we get into that, Pierre, how are you?
I am very good. I've been loving all of the... Cecily is basically going to get us canceled this year. With all the comments about Ice Spice and stuff like that.
Y'all, they are very upset that I said Ice Spice look dirty.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Apologize to the Ice Spice.
I will not. Ain't none of y'all gonna whoop my ass. And you know what frustrated me about it is because we had that conversation in the middle of an actually very nuanced conversation about how y'all anti-hood, black girl, misogynoir leads y'all to say that people like Sexyy Red and Cash Doll look dirty all the time. And I'm literally commenting on how Ice Spice's looks that she puts together makes her look like one of the dirty girls in the hood. And here you bitches come talking about something. You're tearing other black women down. This one I don't like to share space with non-hood bitches. Because I hate having to translate shit for y'all. Because the real tea is, you bitches see somebody, you hear she look dirty and y'all are only thinking about all the racist connotations. I don't feel like no bitch that's dirty is morally any better or worse than me. Like it was dirty bitches in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I wasn't friends with them, but like sometimes they was fucking dirty. It wasn't my vibe.
I always talk about me and TT, the freaky boys.
You was the dirty one?
We both were dirty. TT was a little bit more. TT, I still see TT and I just be like, you so dirty. Like TT still microwave oodles and noodles and still just dirty.
You see, now you always gotta take it too far. Okay, Pierre.
But make sure y'all. We love y'all. I love talking to y'all every week, and I tell y'all every week that we need the ratings and reviews. So if you listen to Purse First, which I've been finding out a lot of people do, make sure you leave a review and leave a ratings. Tell us how much you love us because that keeps this show going.
Period.
And thank y'all. We appreciate it.
Period. Okay, so y'all, we have our first guest of season 5 with us today. And I went back and looked. This is actually the first guest that we've had on Purse First in 2 years. Because Pierre and I had actually, we was just kind of gossiping a little bit about this with Justin, but Pierre and I was tired of chasing the girls down for these interviews. They teams was ghetto. People didn't have computers and wasn't responding to emails. People doing all their business via phone. People was trying to charge us. One of these little rappers hit me with $1,000 for interviews. I'll come whoop your ass right now. Stop, bitch. I ain't even actually a journalist. That is against journalistic integrity. We do not fucking pay for interviews. Get your goofball Jamal ass on. But anyway, we had that time. I say all that to say. It was just becoming very frustrating with our recording schedule. The fact that Pierre's on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. It was just a lot for us to consistently.
And on top of that, we got great feedback about people just love listening to Cecily and I.
Period.
So
that's also what I was about to say. And then plus we just them girls. So we was able to just do this shit ourselves. But one of the things that and maybe it's because I am a journalist, I have that background. I like talking to people. I like interviewing people. I like doing interviews. So that was always something that I was kind of passionate about for this season, was bringing back the interviews. And I am so excited about this one because
Oh my
it's
God.
my favorite YouTuber. Like, y'all don't know, like, Pierre always be asking me what's wrong with me, how come I don't be on social media. It's because I be on YouTube. It's because I put YouTube on my big TV and I watch YouTubers, the influencer girls, the cultural commentators. That's what we have today. Justin, a.k.a. the king of motherfucking reads. One of my absolute favorite online commentators. Justin, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Oh,
welcome,
thank
welcome,
you.
welcome, Justin.
I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I feel so like amazing. Like, I didn't know y'all haven't had nobody in 2 years. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know that. When was
yeah.
when was y'all did I can't think the baddest from
Trina,
Miami. When did y'all?
we did.
It was first season.
Okay,
we
okay.
We came out the gate swinging. We came out the gate swinging.
Period.
But yes, Cecily brings up Justin all the time. Justin is like a legend in the world, and it's been like Justin been doing this before we were even called like influencers. I think he was just doing it,
just now, talking shit, child.
It's now his names for it, his titles and shit. Yeah, and Justin and I go way back. So
I was gonna ask how y'all knew each other because you have to ask with the gays. Y'all be sharing exes and stuff.
So we talked about this last. I don't know, were we on air or were we off air? And I was like, "There's no black gay." I side eye black gay influencers and creators who I don't come across and I never see out, and we don't have a like connection. I side eye them. Justin and I, we've known each other probably since he started and since I started rapping.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Justin, you've been on YouTube for
I ran into
long?
Pierre on accident. Yes, I started YouTube.
Justin been on YouTube
for a long time, since 2000. I started recording around 2011.
Wow.
Like I had just got off. 2011. I had got back. Yeah, I had got from doing a deployment, and my friend just said you should start talking on YouTube, and I started doing bullshit, and then I started taking it a little bit more serious when Loving Hip Hop started coming on, and Loving Hip Hop Atlanta. I started doing reviews, and people loved my reviews of it, and it just went on. I started doing rants and stuff. So it was like 2012, and I met Pierre on accident during 2015. Like Pierre, not. Doing Pride. Yeah, he was going to the park, and I was like, damn, like, is that Pierre? I was like, hey, I was leaving because the pollen was beating my ass. So I was like, hey, girl, like, you gonna have your fun, girl. I'm headed back to the house because this ain't my scene. I don't want to share this with y'all. So that was summer 2012. It was 2015, I mean.
Wow, that's insane.
10 years ago.
That's actually crazy because I was like feeling like Justin was like came on and was like impressed with our little setup, and I was like, oh, we got the stamp of approval from a YouTuber. Like, okay, period. We doing our motherfucking big win. Okay, so boom, we have you here because obviously you have like just these kind of like super rich perspectives on culture. But, this part's first. This is a show about the rap girls and the rap gays. So, obviously, I have to ask kind of just like, what is your relationship to this genre? Like, do you actually listen to a lot of female rap? Or is it, given like, it was nice, I like the beat? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it giving for you?
I don't mind telling the girls I like the beat. I thought it was cute. And that gets me in trouble sometimes. But I enjoy female rappers. Like, I'm not one of those folks, when they talk, I don't get upset when they be talking about their pussy. Like, talk about your pussy all the time. Like, if that's what you want to rap about, I'm going to listen to it. Like, I don't care. Until, like, men rap about, like, the ones who just rap about chains and money and all that. So they start talking about some other stuff. Like, the girls, they got to make up for it. Like, they got some catching up to do. But, I don't consider myself like a hard music listener. Like sometimes when albums and stuff come out, I don't listen to the same day. There's only particular like artists that I'll listen to as soon as they drop. And I enjoy female rap, but I'm not listening to all the girls like that. But once it starts like playing, folks ask me, my thoughts on it. I check it. I said, girl, let me see what it's giving. But yes, I just enjoy female artists, period, across the board. Like,
right.
And rappers are one of the ones I listen to the most. And I think that's recently, like over the last couple of years, I've been more like consuming like female rappers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard to get away from it. just been taking over. Like, goddamn, I think the BET Awards had like 5 performances from female rappers.
Yeah.
Where the males at? What's going on? Like, what?
Good.
Don't ask me, baby. I don't listen.
Baby.
I don't listen to niggas. I don't listen to them talk. I don't listen to them talk. I don't listen to them rap.
That goes great with my next question. And it's actually a 2-parter because the answer might be different. The first one is, who is your favorite female or queer rapper? And the second one is, who do you think is the best female?
And
is this a soundbite?
And let me just
when
tell you,
rapping 10 years from now, y'all gonna come back to me.
Don't let Pierre bully you. Don't let Pierre bully you. That's all I'm gonna say before you answer this. Don't let Pierre bully you.
My favorite female. I feel like it changes. I feel like mine changes. Because I don't know. I really am enjoying Megan. Like, I'm enjoying Megan right now and all of the things that she has experienced. I think, like, it's sections for me. Like, at one point it was Lauryn Hill. That is like not my top, period. But a lot of Lauryn Hill's music hasn't aged that good over the last, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fake hair. What she say? Fake hair by Korean. Nail done by Korean.
But Lauryn Hill.
I said, Miss Lauryn would have been canceled.
She would have been but Lauryn Hill was my girl, especially growing up in middle school, like as a young queer person, like trying to find themselves and like dealing with bullying and all that. Like Lauryn Hill, like she spoke to me. But Megan, just her, like, willing to just keep pushing forward and all that just reminds me so much of the things I have experienced, like trying to be a creator and stuff. So I just resonate with her so much that it's not even just like music. It's just her as a person. I think, unfortunately, like, artists have to be kind of like influencers in a way. Like, they have to do that because it's like, girl, it's so many of y'all. What makes you different? And I want to be able to relate to your story. It's different when you just rapping.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're rapping it, but it's just like, oh shit, like, I get it. Like, I get it. So Megan is that girl for me. I went to go see her perform, and I was very, very impressed because the videos had me a little scared because the stage, the stage was like, girl, what's going on with the stage? But she is independent and all that, so I get it. But Megan put on the show. Don't you do that.
Now who I'm not even gonna go there what you just did. Now who is your
we
best?
Can.
Who do you think is the best?
we can.
You sound like Sesali. Literally, that's why she's over there like that. That's literally, she was like, we can. Who do you think is the best female or queer rapper?
The best female rapper. You.
Oh my God! I'm about to hang up.
You hang up on the phone. You hang the phone up on niggas. Come on, Lotto. Bitch, you big mama.
I don't even understand.
The best female rapper. What are we considering best? Are we doing like?
It's your. It has nothing to do with me. It's your opinion. Is
it my opinion?
Is it really Justin's opinion, Pierre?
Okay, why we got homegirl in the back looking at me from the train set, like, okay, watching me? I would definitely, of course, like, Nicki Minaj is very, very talented. Like, she is, her wordplay is like genius. Like, she is very creative. And I wasn't like definitely a Nicki fan like some years ago. But my girl, she just,
how you described Megan and Lauryn Hill, Lauryn Hill and like being in high school, blah, blah, blah. That's always how, when I think about Nicki, I really do not think about all the shit that is going on now. I literally just think about that little kid just needing a place to break out and be free, and how Nicki Minaj was that for me. So I always go back to that. And that's how I see Onika Tanya Mirage, and that's why I be riding so hard for her.
I've always wondered, like, what is Nicki's appeal to younger queer people? Because even those who, like, are just like 15, they're still like falling in love with her.
Well, Pierre don't know because Pierre not young. So let's just.
But Nicki was all, like, all the crazy shit aside, Nicki was this stay in school, guys. I'm giving y'all scholarships type of like she really made me want to get a job and stay in school. And that's how I don't know what's going on now, but she really was
She
this
motivated you.
role model. She was telling people that she used to be on Twitter like send me your report cards and all this type of shit. And I think that's why a lot of the Barbs are 12 years old.
Okay. I think it's a mixture of some other things too. I think like the colors that my sister be using in her music videos and the language, like for Nikki to have this, for me, like this appeal, this like grasp on these young queer folks, like she don't talk about a lot of queer shit.
Yeah.
The next
question to me.
Justin, I just want to say I'm so happy that you are here on the show because I don't have to do much because and I love that you even just brought up like the basic like color palettes that Nikki is drawn to, because for someone who loves to brag about how they work in marketing, Pierre like never wants to bring up like I think this is actually like, as like music critics, culture critics, like I do think that this is a fair conversation that we can have. What is the trade-off when you are an artist who consistently panders to a younger demographic? Because that's why Nikki, if we're being honest, like that's part of why Nikki also is so good at what she does, because she knows how to stay relevant for young people no matter what generation. But then what do you sacrifice in your artistry as a result of that when you are constantly pandering to a younger generation? So, just something to think about. But, Pierre becomes so, not tapped into marketing when it comes to Nicki Minaj. But anyway.
Oh, Pierre turns that stuff off. Like, he turns, like, it's so funny because I'm like, this motherfucker is like, you're talking about professional. Like, very, very professional. Like, the plaques and shit on his damn wall and shit. But I was like, has not allowed that shit to change him as a person. Yeah. Like, he's deep.
I'm a thug.
He's dead ass serious about being like Emmy? A hood nigga holding an Emmy is hilarious to me. Like, I'm waiting up here to have a white boyfriend any day, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen in the time. Like, no. They might be biracial, but they...
I don't see that. I don't see that. Can you imagine Pierre sitting at the table with some white folks meeting the parents?
I can see him with a knife, like talking to him. I can see him with a knife.
So you recently made this video about Sexyy Red and why her tour tickets are not selling. And no, for real though, Justin, like, and it was like, this is like, okay, this is exactly why I wanted to have Justin on the show, because even from that one video, like, we about to have such a good conversation. And I really wanted to talk about so many points that you brought up. First and foremost, I want to step to the front of the line, because one of the things that you said was that you was questioning Sexyy Red as a performer friend. And I just want to say, I went to the Hood Hottest Princess tour. Mind you, Sexyy Red was about 6 months pregnant. I'm not going to hold you. She ate that shit up. It felt like we talked about this in an earlier season, where I feel like people need to remember that a lot of female artists, especially artists like Sexyy Red, are still niche artists. So when you think about what makes a good show, right? Like when I went to Hood's Hottest Princess tour, I was like, oh my God, like I felt like I was at a Gucci Mane show in 2009. That it was a cultural experience where I felt like I was with people who like this specific genre type of music, and Sexyy was eating it up. She had her dancers. She came out in heels. Even though she was pregnant, she's doing the splits. Like she doing her little dance. Like she's very like personable and animated, and seeing her in person for the first time, I also understood her sex appeal in a different way too. Her legs long as Halsted. It was just giving. So I do just want to jump in front and just say that like Sexyy actually is very fun to watch on stage. However, the overall comment, I think the overall commentary around Sexyy Red is an artist for the vibes, right? that can be reproduced without necessarily Sexyy Red. Like, she's good to play in the car. Like, she doesn't have to be there for it. Like, I really want to dive into that.
And when you said that, I'm so sorry. One, I'm stealing it, but two, you changed my concert going experience. Now, before I buy a ticket, I'm like, I need Beyonce to perform Renaissance for me to enjoy it. I don't need Sexyy Red to say get it sex. Like, I can call my girls over here and we can turn up. And I'm like, damn, Justin just really fucked up my concert going experience, because I'ma always think about this. Like, we don't need you, girl.
I don't think it's necessarily like a bad thing. I think, like you said, even earlier with Nicki Minaj, like knowing your niche. And I think that, Sexyy Red has to hone in on that. But like, I don't like, it's still in the beginning. I think a lot of the female rappers, a lot of the artists, period, like during COVID and all that, like, they do not know how to hype a crowd up and keep that crowd going. Like, knowing how to produce a show. Like, one thing, I am amazed by people who are able to do that. Like, even for Pierre, like, when I've seen him do his stuff, like, to be able to command a stage, you have to be on it. And that's what I learned. Like, girl, I am not, like, I can do commentary, I can do all the other stuff. I'm small, but like a big ass venue, girl, I'll be over there telling knock-knock jokes, and it's just not going to work. Like, I did that at a competition, like, some years ago. Like, they asked me to host a competition, big ass, like, we in the gym, and I'm around here making jokes about, like, what y'all doing for tax season. Like, I'm just like, girl, this is, like, I was not ready. I said, oh, shit, I am not Cedric the Entertainer. Like, I'm not. And I don't think all the artists now are prepping for that. Like, they're not prepping for that. They're busy worried about the visuals online and always having access to them. That it's like when you in wrestling, like, it's the same shit that's happening with the clubs too. Like, there's more sections and stuff in the clubs. It's about us showing everybody that we're having a good time versus like being around everybody. It's like, girl, the sections make us more like, oh, girl, I'm in the section, da 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 da. Like, I'm posting this for everybody else to see versus like actually like having fun.
I also like how, speaking of the clubs, when you said Sexy was like, she's the artist that she comes out 15 minutes before the club ends and she just turned it up. And it's crazy because that's the first time I see Sexyy Red. the party that they had advertised that Sexyy Red was coming. We was there all fucking day. We like, where is this? Is she ever coming? 2:30. She came out right before we was about to go home. She turned up and we left. But Cecily say she went to the tour and enjoyed the whole. Was it 2 hours?
Because first of all, she had a mixtape before Hood Hottest Princess, so she did some of those songs, and then she literally did and then she could do the body of work from Hood Hottest Princess. She did her features, her feature verses, because she had a bunch of them, and now she has two, because now she has the Sexy for President and Hood Hottest Princess. So like, she absolutely can put together a 2-hour set, and I actually am gonna not push back, but because one of your commenters on that video said, Sexyy Red is a parody rapper. And I was like, somebody commented that under your video. And I was like, no, but if you think about it, we have a lot of those because Gen Z and Gen Alpha don't take shit serious. So even if you think about Ice Spice, it was like, she made Munch and everybody was like, wow, what the fuck is a munch? Like, why does she look like Annie with this hair? It was funny. It was viral. It was a meme. And then boom, now Ice Spice has a career. Sexyy Red came with my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. That's funny. It's a TikTok sound. It's trending. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? Now Sexyy Red blows up, but we can even go back. Doja Cat makes a fucking song called Moo, talking about bitch, I'm a cow, moo. Bitch, I'm a cow, yes. And then boom, we have Doja Cat, right? So this idea of like parody artists, like, I've seen it work, I've seen it not. I think, but we do have to remember that, like, when we catapult people into this space of artistry, when we tell people, oh, now you're an artist, and then we have those expectations. The flip from going to laughing at someone and laughing with someone is not always like super clear. And I think that was just like such an interesting way to say that to me. But I think what I want to push back on is this idea of like vibe rappers in the first place, because so I went to another show this weekend. You know, it was another show. Like, it clearly was not sold out. It was definitely some room left in the venue, right? And I was actually talking to the folks. No, this is not. See, and this is why. And this is part of the problem.
Y'all, I'm
Pierre
about
part
to
of the
get on
problem.
Google's like, you just went.
No.
You in New York? Whose show is this?
Y'all, no. This is an actual up and coming artist. This is not a person I would expect to have a big. So it's not. Okay. No. It's not that at all. It wasn't that at all. But I was having a conversation with someone who helps organize the events, and they were just talking about, in general, you know, that tickets just aren't selling. And I think that for female rappers in particular, part of the problem is that we do not see female rappers. We only see female rappers as vibes. We love to use what they say as captions. We love the aesthetic. We love what they look like. We love who they fucking. We love, you know what I mean? Like, everything about the lifestyle that they gonna lay down on a track. But like, we're not invested in them as artists. And I actually, that personally offends me, because I think that is a reflection of how people treat hood black girls in general, which is why I wrote Trap Feminism, and that's why I wrote my book. Because the truth is that we're constantly appropriating black girls from the hood. We want their nails, we want their outfits, we want to talk like them, we want to do all of that shit, but we don't actually care about their lived experiences, what the fuck services they need in the hood, what they got going on. We don't think about how actual girls like that are getting down in the hood until it's time to put them on a fucking t-shirt, right? Like, and so I do think that, like, the fact that we're constantly hearing that these female artists, because it's not even just Sexyy Red, like Meg's tour did really well, but like they were saying she had to cancel some of that. Pierre, shut up. They were saying she had to cancel some of the dates in Europe because of, you know, lower sales and things like that. So like I and even if you look at somebody like Nicki, right, who is the biggest female rapper in the world, the most successful female rapper in the world, Nicki Minaj is not doing stadium tours like Beyonce. Like, if you know what I mean? And that's the level that Nicki Minaj is on as an artist. Like, Nicki Minaj cannot do no stadium tour like Taylor Swift or Beyonce. And for me, like, I think folks need to think a little bit more about that, and about why that is, and about why, like, what is it when you look at a female rapper, when you hear a female rapper, like, what is it that you're connecting with, that you think you like this music, but then you won't buy a ticket to the show?
So many things. I don't think anybody's really selling like that, to be honest. Nobody's selling. Like, and it's no shade to Nicki. Like, Nicki had to do a lot of pre-sales, a lot of what's name to, you know, because this is the first time, like, she's tried to do it before with Future, and that was a disaster.
Yeah.
But like,
let's talk about
now. And we live in the garage, and we see, like, sister had to do some and I get it, like, I get it. And I think for me, it wouldn't be as hard on Nicki if Nicki just didn't constantly remind us that she is the queen. Like, if she wouldn't say it so much, we wouldn't be like, I get it. Like, the male rappers don't be doing shit on the stage. They don't do shit. So I be giving the girls grace. Like, they be having to, like,
that's what I was gonna say.
They have to, like, be outfit changes, wig change, all of this work, all of this shit. Male rappers get on their motherfucker with some jeans, a chain, and some Timbs, or maybe some Air Maxes or some shit. I don't know. And I mean, shit, Drake was dressed up like a fucking Lego dinosaur or some shit not too long ago. And I've not heard good things about his tour. I've not heard good things about his tour, but also Moneybagg Yo was supposed to be on tour. That wasn't doing good. Little Baby hasn't been able to do that good lately. So everybody is kind of like struggling a little bit.
It may be because rap is still, it's not that mainstream pop. It's not, rap is still a very small part of the music world, no matter how big it is.
Let's say rap.
I feel like she's declining a little bit.
Yeah, she's declining because rap actually was that genre
in the 90s.
And for the first half of the 2000s, rap was the number one genre in the world, period. Yes. I think what we're seeing over the last 7 to 10 years is that for the first time, it actually isn't that anymore. And I think what's happening, now we finna get into our industry talk because
I think country is coming up, like a bit, like country coming up.
And what we have to remember is that tours are how artists make money. Artists are not making money off streaming, period. So no matter how viral a song is, you're not making that money from that song just from how many people play it. You literally the song have to literally get placed in commercials and movies for you to really see some checks from just the streaming, or you have to have a catalog, a decades-long catalog, right, to be able to see money from your streaming. So we all know that, like, tours are the moneymakers. That's what the label gonna tell you to do. That's what the artists know to do. And when artists need to go get some quick money, they can always go book a show. I do think that part of what's also happening is the cultural narrative around where artists show up, and how I think there is a lot of pressure for rappers in particular to assimilate with the lifestyles of people who make more money than them. It's like a trickle down effect of Jay-Z, right? Remember when everybody was like, yeah, Jay-Z make 1% rap. But back then we still had our trap rappers. We still had Flocka and Gucci, so we ain't get no fuck. It was like, okay, y'all have that and y'all can also have this. We can actually have both. And what I have found is that the way capitalism and the facade of capitalism has kept up in the industry is that there's more and more pressure for rappers to be wealthy, right? To appear wealthy. And that's even more true for female rappers, right? And so then what are the narratives that's coming with that? That means that if you do a club show, you probably broke. You ain't getting it like you supposed to. That means that if you do it, like, Justin, one of the things you talked about on the video was how people were saying JT's tour that she did was pizza parties and backyard barbecues. But
Pierre ain't shit.
Pierre ain't shit. You see what I go through on this show every fucking week. I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
It was dead ass serious.
And like, so that's the narrative, right? But in retrospect, that's actually like a very smart strategy for her in terms of stretching her money. Let me start small. I am a brand new fucking artist. I am going to.
We talked about this, Sesali. I said she did the queer Black Pride market. Baby JT was on every black gay stage doing Pride Month. I said, this is you so smart.
We had a private conversation via DMs about this. Like, I told her, like, I sent her a long message because she DM'd me during the Glorilla situation. Her and Glorilla was going at it. Yes, this is kind of like, I've talked about it a little bit, but not that much. But when her and Glorilla was going at it, she made a comment about Glorilla that I took as like, it was borderline, like it was homophobic. It was diet homophobic. And we had a discussion about it. And I told her, I said, girl, even the girls are saying you're doing these pizza parties and all these things, like, bitch, like, so what? Like, you're rebranding. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, own that shit. You're not able, like, that goes back to what you said about, like, you have to appear to be rich and all that other shit. You don't have to do that shit. Be relatable. Because, bitch, I'm not rich.
Yeah. And, like, and she did it.
Right now, you should be more relatable. Yes.
And she did
it. We because Cardi was the oodles and noodles eating ass girl. She was like showing us that, bitch, I'm from the hood.
And I think that it was particularly smart for JT because with her whole rebrand as an independent artist around being like this fashion kind of indie weird girl, though all of her parties actually felt very fucking exclusive. Like, I remember when the one in New York happened, I was like, wait a minute, like, how the fuck did I miss the tickets? Like, I was pissed because I felt like it was like some exclusive, damn near, like, it almost felt like invite only type shit. And I'm like, there are ways to like work shit like that in your favor. And if you think about it, like, a lot of artists should be doing clubs for longer than they, like, y'all are ready to do.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like,
practicing.
Oh my.
Keep doing the club. There is nothing wrong with that. And I also think that artists need to be. I think, you know, this is me and Pierre like to say that Purse First is also a free creative agency for rap girls because we stay giving these bitches free ideas.
We give them.
I can imagine y'all both like how y'all connected. I'm sure y'all have a lot of information. The fact that y'all even watch my video, like, oh shit, like, oh, I'd be sure. There's people from labels who be watching me who have reached out, and that be fucking with me.
I don't know why you think you are a small. Like, bitch, people are watching you.
Wait, time out.
They are watching you.
I have something to tell you, Pierre. I completely forgot. Speaking of artists and labels reaching out, a couple artists have reached out to me to promote songs on TikTok too. Justin, that tweets me. I was like, oh
yeah, I've had two of them.
I don't like doing music industry partnerships because music industry notoriously underpays, which is why we're having this conversation in the first place. That's the thing y'all have to understand is that. And if y'all notice, it's only fucking rappers who feel like they have to pretend to be rich. Because if you notice, all these little indie singers, they love to wear the same fucking hoodie for every interview and every show they do. They love to all them. My nigga always say I like hairy coochie music. When I be going to see my little hairy coochie artists, them. Baby, that's not the culture. They're like, oh no, I love my studio apartment. You see, Ari Lennox went up on a song called I Just Got a New Apartment. It wasn't I just bought a fucking penthouse in the sky, bitch. It's only rappers that do that. But pause. Unrelated. So a certain female rapper who has a line of press-ons sent me 2 pair of press-ons. Yes, I have some Pink Friday press-ons coming in the mail, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all, because y'all know I'm a press-on girl. So like, this ain't even no fake. You know, I actually was like excited. Like, okay, let me see what they hitting for. And Nikki, if they flimsy, I'm gonna tell you they flimsy. Okay, but yeah, Pierre, Nikki sending me some nails.
You're such a
period.
I'll be
really shook. Like, even when Lil Nas X reached out to me a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, I saw y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all,
I don't know if I'll be hearing back from him anytime soon, though.
Did it not go well?
No, the interview went well.
It was cute.
No, the interview went well. Just my recent criticisms over like this new era and stuff that he's doing. I need my sister to grow up. I need my sister to grow up and be serious.
What's crazy is I think so. Just being in the industry, when I'm able to disassociate Justin from when you're working. Yeah. Like you work, and that's how people looked at journalism back in the day. And I think because of social media, a lot of people, they feel like we cool. Why are you, baby? You got a job to do. So if you listen to a Lil Nas X song and you don't like it, I don't hate you, Lil Nas X. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to, like, bitch, I'm still actually talking about you is still supporting you. This platform here, Purse First, we are the only podcast that talk about only female and queer rappers. So even if we say, oh, Ice Spice, we heard your song, we don't like it, we are not we are still supporting you because we are no other places even talking about your shit. At least we are giving space to even talk about it and have other people say, let me check it out to see.
It's a free chicken.
Do I think different or so thank you. So I don't know. I hate that people do y'all like that because y'all have to criticize and you have to do your job.
Just feel like you ain't gonna beat my ass. So
I'm just finna say
listen, because
I don't have to like every album. I don't have to like every album. And if you have a problem with the fact that I don't, you are not gonna whip my ass. It really just be coming down to that for me. Like,
I think also that these people want to be in these rooms too. Like you said, Pierre. I don't want to be in the same room with these celebrities like that. I just don't. Girl, give me some money. Like, like I don't give a fuck about like being at this what's name. Like that's not me. I'm not an influencer. Some of the girls want to be seen and want to be in that access. If it's not making me some money, I don't give a damn. Like I still gotta go back to the house. So I don't mind being honest. I'm still a very big fan of Lil Nas X. I just wanted to figure out what is going on. Right. Like, sister, we got some work to do. And the people you surround yourself may be a lot of yes men. They telling you shit because they want that consistent access. And you need to be honest and like listen to folks who gonna tell you. I have friends who gonna tell me like, I don't know about this girl. Like, I don't know about that one. And we need more folks to do that. But everybody wants to be Wendy Williams, but they don't want to go home like Wendy Williams did when she got done filming her shit.
Period.
Wendy didn't want to be like, she didn't give it like, girl, she took her wig off, and went home.
In terms of like, you know, criticism and commentary, I definitely think that like, I've noticed a shift in artists not even understanding the difference between journalism and
they don't.
I don't know, gossip, or I think most artists assume that
I'm not
everybody.
I'm not a gossiper. You're a gossiper.
Yeah, which is why, which is crazy. Yeah, which is why we struggle so hard actually to get artists, you know, on the show, because I think, and then what's crazy is that like, when y'all think about what y'all want to do and what y'all need to do for exposure and press, like then the first place that y'all want to run are to the gossip sites just because they have certain like followings on social media, right? So it's like y'all are intentionally like, motherfuckers don't want to get media trained anymore. They just want to figure out how to like do the least amount of work to still create the narrative that they want to create. I actually wish a lot of y'all would stop going on tour and just start selling hair. Like, so, you know what I mean? Start selling merch with the t-shirts on it. No, because honestly, like some of y'all can sell some other shit to me before y'all can sell a concert ticket to me. Anything that let me tell you something. If Saweetie was to come out with a line of press-on nails, bitch, I'd be the first bitch on the site. I would be the first bitch on the site. I want Saweetie to keep making those vlogs so bad because those vlogs are so good. I See Life on YouTube, even though Meg with Hottie World was one of the original rap girls.
Saweetie, yeah, McDonald's.
Okay, so and exactly, go sit down in the McDonald's marketing room. No, don't let them just hire you for no partnership. No, take your ass in that office and say, actually, I have some fucking ideas for how to make, like, you know how Dwele, the R&B singer, is still fucking eating because he came up with ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Because they came up, Dwele made that shit for them and like completely changed the culture. They was marketing to black people for 7 fucking years off of ba da ba 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 and they neo soul. Remember when McDonald's was a neo soul brand? Everybody in the fucking commercials had an afro.
Everybody shit, even Tyrese was fucking singing shit for
Coca-Cola.
Destiny Child was
part of
McDonald's
doing 2 for sandwiches, like breakfast sandwiches.
So think about that. Instead of,
okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Instead of, if what we're saying is that people only want to look at these girls and get the vibe of these girls, then sell us more culture. Like, don't sell us the show, like, because that's what the people will buy. Listen, another show I was at, and it was like some merch of the artist, and then there was also some merch with like one of their lyrics on it, like, or like a name of their song. The shit with the name of the song was selling because like that, if you're selling a vibe, keep selling the vibe. How come a condom brand ain't sponsor Sexyy Red yet? Or, well, Sexyy Red keep having kids, but you know what I mean? Like,
can she do a condom?
Yeah, so maybe a baby brand though. Something about a stroller,
a Plan B,
a stroller company. Those are products that's marketed for kids. Those are products that are marketed for mothers, baby mothers, to be specific.
We're talking about a cultural shift if something like that was to happen, though. Like, because it's like mommy married, all the other stuff. Like, I think the mommy brand's kind of like family-esque versus like single mother type of situation. even though they should be doing for both.
A smart person in marketing. A smart person in marketing would figure out how to do it, because guess what? Those brands wouldn't have no problem buying a Kids Bop version of one of Sexyy Red songs and putting it in a commercial. Like Glorilla being at the weather stations. I'm sorry, where is her weather channel partnership?
But you know, I think sometimes it can be a little bit overkill though. Like, I think it's just like, damn, everything is like
because nobody's creative. Nobody, you get what I'm saying? Like, nobody's creative about the shit anymore. Like, it always feels like, okay, they slapped this artist onto this brand. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of people are not. First of all, a lot of people are young and they are really not thinking about the future. I have two cousins who are very, very TikTok famous, like millions of TikTok followers, and they honestly just think that they are going to be that famous forever. And I tell them all the time, like, y'all literally have to start thinking about, like, what's next. Y'all really have to start using y'all fame to get y'all in movies, into, well, one just did a Pizza Hut commercial or something. I'm like, but that's how y'all got to do, because one, TikTok about to be banned in a few years, and two, like, vibes die. You said in your video, it's the reason we not watching mukbang videos and we not be watching
the story times or the, like, I met up with the DL man.
And everybody was watching it. We was watching that shit every day, and now it wasn't until I watched your video, I'm like, damn, I haven't turned on that bitch that used to dip that sauce. I used to watch that bitch eat that shit all day, and I haven't watched that shit in so long. And vibes die, and a lot of time people are thinking about the now, and they're not understanding that. Get it sexy.
Get it sexy. Get it sexy. Imagine. Get it sexy as the no. Planet Fitness wants to attract more women. They want to attract women who are trying to get their post-baby bodies back, and have Get It Sexy be the theme song. Sexyy Red is going to the gym. Just like that made more sense to me than like I just feel like that told a stronger story to me than No Tea No Shade, like Megan Thee Stallion already being fine and fit as hell, going on like a workout journey for her mental health. And y'all know I love Meg. I'm a hottie, but like, just imagine how much more impactful that would have been.
I feel like Megan is more polished though. That's why it works better for her.
But that's also the fucking problem too, because they only want that polished shit with women, because like y'all love to have Ice Cube come up there and pretend like he's still a gangbanger. You know what I mean? And come pretend like he's still a gangbanger. Like y'all invite Lil Baby awkward ass to SNL and Moneybag Yo and everybody else. Like y'all only want people polished when it comes to women, and that's part of the problem too. But I can talk about this all day. We want to get into something more fun.
I want to play a game. It's a very easy game. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you tell me which rappers you would prefer to do that or be that in your life. Okay, you ready?
Gotta be a female or queer rapper.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Which female or queer rapper would you want to style you?
Which female or queer rapper would I like to style me? Honestly, I would like for Lil Nas X to style me, to be honest. I like his fashion.
That's a good idea, yeah.
What? But you don't. You not cunt to the feminine or what? Like you.
I would do it though.
But you know what? I'm still very conservative when it comes to dressing. Like,
hold on, we both the trade, so I'm confused of what's going on.
But that's just our back. Like back in the day, we couldn't wear that, so I think all of us, like, we still dress like that.
I would try it. I've tried it a couple of times. It's just, I do what makes me feel good. Like, there are certain things. There are some things that Lil Nas X has worn. I'm like, okay, bitch, I'll do that. But
really,
yeah, there's something like some shoes and stuff he's had. Not
his stage performance with Pierre. We ain't talking about his stage costumes.
I'm thinking about the high heels and the. Okay.
I would do some stuff, but I feel like and it's no shade when it comes to the girls, the gays, when it comes to like feminist stuff. Girl, you cannot be fat and femme. Like, bitch, them hoes like, girl, you can't.
I've seen some niggas pull it off.
Oh, they will get like, yeah, I have too. I'm not saying they can't, but we're just very, very critical and harsh when they are fat. Like, if you can look like shit and be thin and wear some shit, it's like, oh, okay, girl, like, yes, bitch, slutty waist tees. But yes, I would get Lil Nas X to style me or whoever's doing this. So I love his colors and things. It'd be cute.
Which female or queer rapper would you want to help you fight?
If you had to call one of them bitches, be like, they got some bitches out here coming to jump me.
Ooh, this is a good one. Who is fighting? Who fighting and who really fighting?
Remy Ma.
Baby, no.
Y'all, Remy Ma.
The fight over.
Remy Ma just released a song that say, They say I shot my friend over a stack, and imagine what I do to a bitch I can't stand.
Remy ain't with that. She ain't with that. What you say, bitch? I heard y'all hoes talking.
Remy Ma.
Cecily,
Remy Ma. 10 years later.
She said, and
did.
They say I shot my friend over a stack.
10 years later, and did. And did the time, and did.
You know, imagine what I do to a bitch I can't stand.
Yeah.
I said, okay, you ate that.
She did.
You ate that.
Honestly, I would have to say Pierre because I feel like Pierre is like, even if it's a gang of niggas, he gonna get some licks in. Like
back in the day, I used to tell people I can take 4 TT. Now I'm on the 2. I can TT. I can
a
take
strong
2.
Because the gays be fighting. Like I never, they be fighting. I don't.
And Pierre the main one. And Pierre the main one.
I had one instance. I've never got to fighting like with a gay like ever. I came close, but I was thinking to myself like, bitch, I'm 30 years old. If I beat this 25-year-old nigga ass, it's gonna be the King of Reeds beats. What's that? I'll be thinking about the future, and I ain't trying to be having my. They already be waiting for me to have some shit. So I just.
I need you around me for your maturity and because
I don't be thinking about shit, but what the charge gonna be, and do I got the bond money in my account? Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah.
I don't like bottom.
Jail is not fun. You know, Pierre and I both have experience there. You know, it's not
fun at all.
It's not fun. All right, moving right along. We gotta get Justin out the ghetto, Pierre. Ask the next question.
I was just gonna say that, but you picked the right.
You definitely picked the right one
because we got. But which female or queer rapper would you want to be your roommate?
A roommate is very interesting. Is it some?
Okay.
Can we smash?
Oh.
Yeah, if that's what you do with roommates.
I was thinking about this question more from the like, if I'm their roommate, I imagine I'm living with their accommodations.
Oh wait, me moving into there?
I mean, like if y'all roommates, like who you think gonna have a crib?
Okay, that makes sense because it's like, are we going to find something together, or I'm coming to be like, or you coming to stay?
But I mean, even if y'all going to find something, if y'all going to find something together, it's like, okay, who do you think would have the best taste, would be the best vibes, would be the most fun to live with? Like,
I would have to say Megan, to be honest.
What?
I would say Megan, like she keeps some shit clean. I can see it. I
feel like Megan keep her panties in the washing machine.
No, I feel like Meg. I don't feel like Meg would keep her panties in the washing machine. I feel like Meg would want to have fucking parties for nights of the week.
You know what? Oh,
Megan, I am going to sleep.
Megan, no shot o'clock.
Yeah, I just got off work. Like, give me a second to get in the door. Like,
I don't think she's doing that no more.
Meg still drink. Meg still drink. Goddamn it! I just feel like she would be there
as much as she used to. I don't think she parties as much as she used to.
She just have house parties now instead of going to the club, and it would be in our apartment.
Which female or queer rapper would you take financial advice from?
Don't be like advice.
That. Ooh. Damn. Artists and financial advice just does not sound...
Okay, baby.
Not all...
Rappers in financial advice does not... I can't name one rapper.
I can't. Like, this is a very difficult one.
You know what? This is a trick because I'm like, I know my answers to all of these.
Really?
Mine's old school though, like Queen Latifah.
You know what? That's a perfect one. That's a perfect one. Because I don't want to be working like overtime until I'm 60. Like I'm trying to be like, okay, girl, I can do a little something. I'm not trying to be at Sam's like with no highlighter at no 65. Like I want to be able to like live comfortably to the point that I don't have to come and like, girl, y'all need somebody to host Pride this weekend? Like I don't want to be doing that.
I was actually gonna say Sweetie. I think that Sweetie, if you look, Sweetie flops as a rapper consistently, but Sweetie is able to come back consistently. She's able to keep being that gnat in our ear trying to get us to listen to that music because her team and the other deals that she is making and the way she is budgeting and fucking rich niggas to make them buy her nice shit. I personally feel, I don't know, I feel like Sweetie, and also, you know, she one of the only girls who went to school. So I just feel like Sweetie understands money, and I actually feel like Sweetie is making very good financial decisions, and that's how she can afford to keep making music despite the fact that it keeps, like the fact that Sweetie will not go away, I think is because she's making good financial decisions.
I think the reason why she's not going away is they're surprised that she looks like that and then she's not doing the numbers. I think that's what is going on.
I think that only goes so far because there's too many bitches. It's too many bitches that look like that at this point. You give it.
You think so? I don't think that's not really.
Justin, all of these
bitches look like that. Literally all of them.
We all look like Nicki Minaj.
Oh, bitch, child.
We won't go there.
Anyway,
who would you get relationship advice from?
I would receive relationship advice from.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, female or queer rapper.
Damn,
they all terrible in
shit. The only one, Queen Latifah. Like,
bitch, keep it on the low, baby, until we married, bitch.
Like that's it. The girl,
that's all she gonna say.
I love some of the girls, but I'm not finna be taking no picture with no nigga upside down, like smiling at no camera with my ass too. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that for no nigga. I love my girls down, but because being a celeb, you have to again think about the future. Well, I mean, shit, Carisha and JT, like shit, her man even couldn't name a song off her damn album.
Who man?
When was it? When did it?
JT man was asked like, "What's your favorite song off of your album?" And he was like, "Why would you ask a question? Why would you ask me a question? Why would you ask me a question like that?" He told the person like, "Why would you ask me a question like that?" That's your girl's moment. Like you could have said, you know, okay, like if that's my partner. Bitch, what? One song? Bitch, I can't name one song. All the motherfucking shit, but this is the shit that gets me. That's how I'm going up for my partner. I'm not, even if I don't, like, that was disgusting. That was disgusting.
I don't even
But they're in an industry
partner.
relationship, but that's industry relationship.
I don't think they're in an industry. Well, I actually thought that's funny because listening to the album, I feel like I can actually tell which songs Uzi was in the studio for. But, yeah. And I actually like it. Which is to me, that's how I want my nigga to go up for me. Like, yeah, nigga, you got all these motherfucking hits. Bring your ass in this fucking studio. Like, that's what pissed me off when Des Dior was dating Future. Bitch, your rap career was supposed to go all the way up when you was dating that nigga. What happened? What happened? But anyway, I digress. I would love to talk about relationships with Carisha, me myself personally, but because you know what it is with me with Carisha. It ain't about what Carisha relationships look like when she in them. Carisha always know when to get the fuck gone and don't have no problem getting the fuck gone. I'm like, she got a head on her shoulders, that one.
But we need the audience to stop getting in them to begin with, though. we need them to stop getting into these bad relationships. I don't know. For me, it's just it's
bad for who? Bad for who? Couldn't be me.
I ain't trying to be enough.
Okay, lastly, which rap girl would you want to be your boss?
To be my boss? You know what?
Nicki Minaj.
Absolutely not.
You know what? I would flip it. I would like to be her boss. To be
baby.
I would love to like get Nicki back on track. Like, but she would have to listen. Like that's what I would want to do.
She's not going
like,
to.
She's not.
She's not. She's not going to.
Oh my God. And back to what you said earlier, what is she sacrificing, like, by having this, like, younger generation? She's sacrificing the ability to grow as an artist. Like,
literally,
we have grown with the music that Beyonce is making is for people like our age. Like, it's like, shit, like, I feel you. Like, been in there, been in a relationship, got out of this. Like, all the things that Beyonce has put in her music, like, that's growth. Nicki Minaj has those experiences. She can talk about them, but that demographic that is consuming would be able to understand it. So she can't make that type of music. But if she was talking about some shit, like even the situation she's dealing with this nigga now, you know, that shit is relatable. Some niggas have been, you know, some of y'all have been in a relationship with some questionable niggas. You know, talk about that shit. Maybe I think some years from now, Nicki Minaj will be talking about the end of this marriage in an album, and I'm gonna be like, bitch, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what we wanted. This is what we want to see.
I probably won't be listening because I don't like breakup music. I don't like when the rap bitches.
You don't like moody girl music?
I like my rap girls shaking ass, saying fuck these niggas, carrying shit in their purse and turning up with their homegirls. And being fine. And being fine and being bosses and making money.
You didn't like the Moody Girl song Megan made?
The what?
The Moody Girl song that she made towards the end of the album.
Pierre, what happens every time Megan makes a sad song?
Sesali always talks about how it's crazy because I always like it. It's always my, like, I love anxiety.
I do too.
Love all that type of shit. Sesali be like, I hate it. Turn it off. I hate when rap girls get.
Because you're not no weak ass bitch, Meg. I don't like that you even giving motherfuckers the chance to think that you're a weak ass bitch.
I think she has a, like, she's human though. Like, I think it works.
Oh, girl.
I think it works. I do have one question. Since we have a rap person, y'all both. What do y'all think about the conversation when it comes to like Meg and her flows and things? And I think people don't like. I think people do not like female Southern rappers, and they get their like accent confused with flow and all that other shit. But they don't like the way they rap. But they don't give the same energy to male rappers. That'd be confusing to me.
So Sesali talks about this all the time.
I gotta check out period.
Southern rappers. That's how Meg raps.
She's from Houston. She's inspired by UGK.
Rapper. She's a Texas rapper. I am not a fan of people talking about. I always say I don't care what female rappers do, as long as we got male counterparts that do the same fucking shit. Don't tell me about this bitch doing this when I can name 20 male rappers
the top of the charts
that do the same motherfucking thing. That do the same motherfucking thing. The only thing I ever said about Megan is I didn't like her album because all the songs sound the same, and that's just me liking her, not liking her album. But I hate when people try to say like, "Oh, female rappers, I don't like female rappers because of this," and I'm like, y'all, we the same people that had Lil Bow Wow and Lil Romeo and Tyga
all at the same time
for years.
Like, baby,
for years.
Lil Romeo, Lil Zane, Lil Bow Wow, Designer came out sounding just like Lil Wayne. Young Thug came out sounding just like, quite literally all of them niggas. They hear one nigga goes big.
E40. Don't tell me Carisha can't find a beat when E40 ain't never looked for it.
And he's a very respected rapper. Here's the thing.
He's a legend. And that motherfucker just rap. I'm like, did they send him the beat before? Did they just punch his words on the? That motherfucker be like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. And I'm like, the beat is slow as hell. What is E40 doing?
The thing is, Justin, I do think that it's two things happening. I think it's one, exactly what you said, which is that there's that kind of like East Coast hip hop elitism, purism around like, no, if you not like, if your roots ain't in, you know what I'm saying, like spoken word, battle rap, you know, like that's been an ongoing thing just around like Southern music in general. So I do feel like a lot of these rap girls had these big pop breakout moment so that they could like make their money, and now they're going back to their southern genres. Like I think we're seeing that with Lotto. Like Lotto did Big Energy, this big Mariah Carey thing, and now she got all these new fans, and now she going back to making songs like Sunday Service, and all those people who like Big Energy are like, what the fuck is this? We don't like this. But that's actually the music that Lotto, I imagine, wants to make. Is like, because that's the music that Lotto likes. You know what I mean? So I think it's literally the exact same thing with Megan. Like if you don't like that type of music, you wouldn't like it. Now, I will say this though. A lot of Megan's music, I think, is starting to sound a little monotonous, and I think that is, and I said this for Patreon only, and now I'm forced to bring it to Maine. One of the other things that Pierre and I have said on this podcast is like, both of us, even me as a hottie, have been like, okay, like I actually don't need another Megan album for like 5 years. Like Megan was trying to get out of that toxic contract with her label, and I think she was just continuing to just make song and song and song after song after song after song after song, album after album after album after album. She has not actually taken a break to be inspired. Like that girl is, I know that girl tired as hell. Like even the little year or two she took off in the middle of all the legal stuff, like that wasn't enough. Like, and especially not as an artist. Like
she was still doing shit.
You still doing shit because you still got to make money. So like, I think about like, we waited was it 4 years or 6? We waited 6 years for Pink Friday 2 after Queen came out. We waited, 6 years for Renaissance after Lemonade. Shit, we still waiting on fucking Rihanna's next album. It's been a fucking decade, right? Like,
that's not gonna happen.
Wait, also, y'all, one of my favorite things about Justin is when Justin be calling Rihanna the Avon lady.
Like, sister, right?
But
I ain't got to do nothing else.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's like and some of it is unfair because we hold newer rappers to such high standards. Like we hold, because we have Nicki, right? We have this person who has sold all of these fucking records, broke all of these barriers in the industry, has just become this mega massive success. And yeah, like she been in the game for 15 and 20 years. And on top of that, I think sometimes we don't give the new girls enough credit for how social media actually makes their job harder. Because them bitches cannot go 3 months without getting in front of somebody's camera without us fucking forgetting about them. And what that does to your artistry and what that does to your creative process when you have to keep working. Like I'm literally a writer, and I've been telling people that I've been trying to write a novel for a year now. Because like I'm seeing how hard it is to like have to do this podcast and have to do other projects and other client work, write other, and then also still try to write a novel. Like it's very, very hard to do that. And I will say, I hope that Megan has squirreled away enough little bit of money where she can take like a proper, I swear to God, take like a proper like 5 years off. And I do think that we will see a lot of evolution and a lot of growth, and even just the type of beats that Megan likes to hear and rap over herself. Okay. That's what I'll say about that.
Period. I love that.
Okay, so we finna let you go. This conversation didn't gone long, child. We thought this was gonna be a cute little 45 minutes wrapping up. But for Ask Last,
not with my talking ass.
So we have a segment. So the show is called Purse First. Ask Last is where we allow ourselves to just like be a little messy. We don't like talking about like relationships and sex and drama and mess all the time because we feel like that is the problem with kind of how journalists and commentators talk about female rap in the first place. So we just saved it for this little section that's only for patrons called Ask Last. And what I actually wanted to talk to you about here, it is kind of like, it's not actually super messy, but I want to talk to you particularly about stan culture, because particularly around the rap girls, because you have been embroiled and you had to navigate those waters with certain fan bases. I feel like the barbs have been on your ass a little bit. I feel like some of the
why you have to say that just all the stand
if you would have let me finish, I would have said, I know that you've upset Barty Gang before. I feel like even, you know what I mean? So I I would love to hear your thoughts on kind of how you see stan culture working kind of for and against the rap girls. Because we did a whole episode on that where I talked about how I thought that stan culture was kind of detrimental because, again, y'all are trying to model y'all fan bases after the insane fan base of a woman who has not only been in the game for over a decade, but who continuously picks up new 14, 15, and 16-year-olds to join that fan base.
It really doesn't mean anything, to be honest. But the way the conversations go online for people who are constantly online, it means a lot.
First of all, let me just say thank you so much, Justin, for coming on what we always call the little podcast that could.
Because we need some money. Let me tell y'all.
We have
Charlamagne, all of them got their little podcast networks and whatnot. Hello. We're here. We're queer.
Well.
Hearing queer is crazy. But thank you. We are active fans of yours and have loved you for a very long time. So it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us today. And today's conversation felt so good.
It felt very smart. I never feel this smart just talking to Pierre.
That's crazy.
Well, thank you all so much. I had fun. I feel like I've learned a lot and I've picked y'all brains. So, like, this was really, really good. I definitely will be telling my people to check out this podcast and this interview situation whenever you all share it.
Yes. And to all the Patreon people out there, if you want to hear what we talked about with Justin, Mr. The King of Reads, as well as how we deep dive into what's JT City Cinderella JT album, please make sure y'all spend that little $5 and become a patron.
That's less than McDonald's money. That's
Patron
less than McDonald's money. $5.
McDonald's like $9-10 now.
We are still the only thing that's still $5. You can't. Do they still have nickel bags of weed? I never bought weed. They got
not even $5 foot long.
Either shit.
Yeah,
I mean, you might be able to get $5 foot long on Jack,
dick.
but that's probably about it.
Y'all, make sure y'all are giving us ratings and reviews. We need it. The reviews and ratings help push our podcast higher in the algorithm of it all, of all the Spotify's and the Apple Musics and stuff like that. So make sure y'all just give us 5 stars and leave a rating. We appreciate it. We really appreciate that. Y'all know Cecily is the TikTok girl, so make sure you follow her on TikTok at Bad Fat Black Girl. I'm a Twitter head. Make sure you follow me at Prince Charming P. Make sure you follow the show on Instagram at Purse First Show. And our special guest today, Justin, is one of the best YouTubers I have ever seen, and his handle is the King of Reed, right?
The King of Reeds.
The King of Reeds on. Oh, see, that's smart. I love when you have the one handle everywhere. He is the King of Reeds everywhere.
Same.
Yes.
He currently on a little social media break on Twitter, but.
You might catch me. So my birthday coming up. Your Leo's gonna come out, so we gonna see.
Justin, you a Leo?
Well, yeah.
You should have said that at the beginning of the show.
Y'all, Purse First is supported by Critical Minded, an initiative to invest in cultural critics of color, co-founded by the Nathan Cummings Foundation and the Ford Foundation. Shout out to y'all for seeing the motherfucking vision.